Hi everybody, this is John Wise. Welcome to my video. I wanted to show you this guitar lick that's I picked up a number of years ago. It's based off of the natural minor scale. It's a really fast ascending run that's really good to build excitement in a solo or to finish off a solo. So it's actually came from Randy Rhoads many years ago. So let me just show it to you and then I'll break it down for you note by note and show you how to play it. Ready? Here we go. Alright, so that was it. Like I said, it's a really cool run. Let me break it down for you note by note and show you how this thing works. Okay, so like I said, this is based off of the natural minor scale. In this case, it's going to be in the key of E. And there's a repeating pattern that goes throughout this whole lick, and it's pretty simple. So let's take it from the beginning and show you how this works. First thing we're going to do is take our first finger, and we're going to fret it on the 6th string, 10th fret. And we're going to pick that note. We're going to hammer on, we're going to make two hammers. We're going to hammer on to the 6th string 12th fret and the 14th fret. So it's going to be like this. Okay? From there, we're going to do the exact same thing on the 5th string. We're going to fret it on the 10th fret, 5th string, hammer on to 12 and 14. So it's going to look like this. One more time. Remember, when you're hammering on, you want your fingers to essentially be like hammers. They're going to be, you're going to hammer on with the fingertips very strongly so that you articulate each note. So on the 4th string, you're going to do, again, exactly the same thing. You're going to fret on the 10th fret, 4th string, hammer on to 12 and 14. So far it's very easy. At this point, you're going to go back down to the 5th string and you're going to repeat that same pattern and then go up to the 4th string. So it's going to be like this. And at this point, you're going to go on the 3rd string, you're going to fret the 11th fret, 3rd string, hammer on to 12 and 14. So if we start from the beginning, we're going to go like this. Remember, on the 3rd string, it's going to be on the 11th fret, 12th fret, and 14th fret. So one more time. At this point, you're going to go back down to the 4th string, pick the 10th fret, hammer on to 12 and 14. You're going to do the 3rd string, 11, 12, 14, and then you're going to go to the 2nd string and pick the 12th fret, hammer on to 13 and 15. So if we're going to go start from the very beginning, you're going to go. One more time. And at this point, once you reach that 15th fret on the 2nd string, you're going to go back to the 3rd string again, and you're going to repeat the pattern. On the 3rd string, 2nd string, and then you're going to go to the 1st string. So you're going to be here, and then you're going to repeat it down on the 3rd string, 11, 12, 14, 12, 13, 15, and then on the 1st string, you're going to hit the 12th fret, 14th fret, 15th fret. So starting from the very beginning, it's going to look like this. So you can see we're going up 3 strings, down 1 string, up 3 strings, down 1 string, up 3 strings, down 1 string, up 3 strings, and so on. So once we get up to here, then you're going to do a series of sort of trilly type maneuvers here, and then you're going to go like this. And you're going to do that 4 times, where you pick the 14th fret, hammer onto 15, pull off to 14, pull off to 12, repeat it, hammer on 14, pull on to 15, hammer on, pull off, excuse me, hammer off. And you're going to do that 4 times. And then slide up to 17, up to that B note right there. And you're going to hold that for a while, and then at the end you're going to go and then slide down. So I'm going to start this all the way from the very beginning so that you can see it in its whole context here. So ready? Here we go. So one more time. One of the things you have to do, pay attention to when you're doing this lick, is you have to keep these notes quiet. All the notes that you're not actually picking, you have to keep them quiet. And the way you do that is by palming the unwanted strings. So you're going to be doing a palm mute with your right hand here. If you don't do a palm mute, you get a lot of mud. It ends up sounding like this. You hear all that? You don't want that. So what you want to do is you want to palm mute these strings, and what you do is you put your palm about 1 millimeter or 2 right on the bridge, and you just touch the back end of the strings. Not too much, but just enough to get that chunky sound. And when you do that, you cut off the notes from ringing, unwanted notes, so that it ends up sounding like this. Whoops. You don't hear any extraneous string noise. That way everything is really quiet and very articulate. So I'm going to play it fast and so that you can hear it. Ready? Here we go. And that is the scale. It's based off of the natural minor scale, or Aeolian mode. It's in the key of E. So this is a pattern that you can do if you wanted to do this in any other key. If you want to do this in the key of, say, C, all you would do is just move that pattern all the way down to there, and there's your C natural minor scale, or C Aeolian mode. When you go up to the B here, since this is in the key of E minor, it's in the key of E minor, this ending note here really works because that's your 5th. That's the 5th note of the E minor chord. So it's a very strong chordal tone. Like I said, it's a really good song really good lick to finish off with. And practice it, take it slowly, use a metronome or a drum machine. Take it very slowly at first, gradually build up your speed until you can play it at whichever tempo you want. Okay, now with all that being said, what you really want to do is be able to change it up and play it on in your own way. Learn the notes exactly the way I showed you, but then change it up and make it your own. Change up the pattern. Do some sort of a different sequence pattern. Get your hands on the fretboard, play it over and over and over again, and do a different pattern. You can descend it. You can do a descending run, as in like this. You can ascend it in a different pattern completely. You can go. Anything. There's really no limit as to what you can do with this. You can play different notes in there. The trick is to the way you stand out as a really fantastic guitarist is to do what nobody else is doing. So I would really recommend you doing that. So play it in a song context, have fun with it, and we'll see you next time. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.